Have you ever experienced just scrolling down on TikTok, then suddenly you find yourself watching something like this? Well, what about this? And how about that? Yeah, I know. We all have different For You page, and I'll admit, mine's a bit messy. But the truth is, I really like how TikTok bombard me with this kind of videos that show how talented people with their unique and eye-catching arts. Now you might be wondering, why do I tell you this? This is because we are going to talk about the different variations of skills and techniques people use to create art. And who knows, maybe in the end of the video, you'll find yourself an interesting way to start with your career of art. Good day everyone, my name is Raymund Cadiz, and this is Cadiz Class 101. And so for today's video, we will going to talk about artistic skills and techniques. So without further ado, let's get started. In this lesson, we will learn the meaning of artistic skill and technique. We will also learn that artists' choice of material and how they use these materials are at the heart of making art, and that this involves process and transformation. Artistic skills. Artistic skills are abilities that are possessed by artists who operate within a fine art capacity. With the broadening of the art world, many people are getting confused about what qualifies as an artistic skill. Each artist uses different mediums to develop their artist skills. A medium is defined as the material or the substance out of which a work is made. Through these materials, the artists express and communicate feelings and ideas. For number 1, we have the sculptor. The sculptor uses metal, wood, stone, clay, and glass. Sculptures fall within the category of three-dimensional arts because they occupy space and have volume. Pottery is a form of sculpture. Other examples are nudes or figures such as Guillermo Tolentino's Oblation, ritual objects such as bulul wood carvings in the Calderiera, or the santos or carvings of saints in Christian churches. For number 2, we have the architect. The architect uses wood, bamboo, brick, stone, concrete, and various building materials. Buildings are also called three-dimensional. However, architecture has added element of time since we moved into structures. For number 3, we have the painter. The painter uses pigments, for example, watercolor, oil, tempera, textile paint, acrylic ink, and etc. on a usual flat ground, just like wood, canvas, paper, stone, wall, such as cave paintings. And for number 4, we have the printmaker. The printmaker uses ink printed or transferred on a surface that is keeping with duplicating or reproducing process. Prints and paintings are further classified as two-dimensional arts because they include surface or ground on which coloring substances are applied. However, while paintings are unique and one of a kind, prints can be produced in several predetermined editions. Number 5, the musician. The musician uses sound in instruments, while dancer uses the body. A Tivoli chanter sings creation stories in a way that is different from a classical singer or pop music, influenced by Western music scale.
baligun sa satu, baligun sa gamu.
Number 6. The dancer. The dancer uses body in its movement. Dance is often accompanied by music, but there are dances that do not rely on musical accompaniment to be realized. Dance can tell stories, but the other times they convey abstract ideas that do not rely on a narrative.
You've got the words to change a nation, but you're biting your tongue. You spent a lifetime stuck in silence, afraid you'll say something wrong. If no one ever hears it, how we gonna learn your song? So come on, come on, come on, come on. You got a heart as loud, so I let your voice be told. Baby, we're a little different, there's no need to be ashamed. You got the light to fight the shadows, so stop hiding it away.
The theater artist integrates all arts and uses the stage, production design, performance elements, and script to enable visual, musical, dance, and other aspects to come together as a whole work.
You hear those soldiers outside? They'll do whatever I say. Get better right now.
I cannot change what I feel.
Come inside. I think you will change before my eyes. Come on, yeah, that's it.
The photographer and filmmaker use the camera to record the outside world. The filmmaker uses cinematographic camera to record and put together production design, sound engineering, performance, and screenplay. In digital photography and film, the images can be assimilated into the computer, thus eliminating the need for celluloid or negatives, processing chemicals, or print. And so for number 9, we have the writer of a novel. The writer of a novel, poetry, non-fiction, and fiction uses words. The designer, the performance artist, and installation artist combine the use of the range or materials above. Moving on to technique. Technique is the way artists use and manipulate materials to achieve the desired formal effect and communicate the desired concept or meaning according to his or her personal style. The distinctive character or nature of the medium determines the technique. Technique involves tools and technology ranging from most traditional to the most contemporary. Here are some of the art techniques used by artists. For number 1, we have collage. Collage is a technique of an art production used in visual arts where the artwork is made from one assemblage of different forms, thus creating a new whole. Collage may sometimes include magazines and newspapers, clippings, ribbons, paints, bits of colored or handmade papers, proportion of other artwork or text, photographs, and other found objects glued to a piece of paper or canvas. Number 2, decollage. Decollage is the opposite of collage. Instead of an image being built up, all parts of existing images, it is created by cutting, treating away, or otherwise removing pieces of an original image. The French word décollage in English means take off, or to become unglued, or to become unstuck. Examples of decollage include cut-up technique. Similar technique is the lacerated poster or a poster in which one has been over another. Land art. Land art or earthworks or earth arts is an art movement in which landscape and work of art are inextricably linked. It is also an art form that is created in nature using natural materials such as soil, rock, organic media, and water, which include materials such as concrete, metal asphalt, or mineral pigments. Number 5. Digital arts. Digital arts is an artistic work or practice that uses digital technology as an essential part of creating or presentation process. Digital art is work made with digital technology or presented on digital technology. This includes images done completely on a computer or hand-drawn images scanned into a computer and finished using a software program like Adobe Illustrator. Digital art can also involve animation and 3D visual sculpture renderings as well as projects that combine several technologies. Some digital art involves manipulation of video games or video images. After some resistance, the pact of digital technology has transformed activities such as paintings, drawings, sculpture, music, or sound art, while new forms such as net art. Number 6. Mixed media. It refers to a work of visual art that combines various traditional distinct visual art. For example, work on canvas that combines paint, ink, and collage. When creating a painted or photograph work using mixed media, it is important to choose the layers carefully and allow enough dyeing between the layers to ensure the final work will have structural integrity. If many different layers are imposed, many effects can be achieved by using mixed media. Found objects can be used in conjunction with a traditional artist to attain a wide range of self-expression. Number 7. Printmaking. Printmaking is the process of making artworks by painting, normally in the paper. Prints are created by transforming ink into a matrix ink from a matrix or through a prepared screen to a sheet of paper or other material. Common types of matrices include metal plates such as copper or zinc or polymer plates for engraving etching, stone aluminum of polymer or lithography, blocks of wood crafts and wood graving, and linoleum or lino cuts. Screen made of silk or synthetic fabrics are used for the screen printing process. Number 8. Frottage. Frottage is the technique of rubbing with crayon on a piece of paper which has been placed over an object or an image. The impression of the image can be created using leaves, woods, screen wire, or metal with embossed image or words. Decalcomania. Decalcomania is the process of applying gouache to paper or glass when transferring a reversal of image onto canvas or other flat materials. Number 10. Decoupage. Decoupage is done by adhering cutouts of paper and then coating this with one or transparent coating of varnish. And lastly, for number 12, we have the trapunto painting. Trapunto painting is a technique used by Pasita Abad, where her canvases are padded, sewn, and often filled with sequins, beads, shell, buttons, tiny mirrors, bits of glass, rickrack, swatches of precious textiles, and other things that she picks up from her travels and journeys. Remember that art is considered as an artifact when it is directly experienced and perceived. It can be spatial and static for unmoving, or time-based and in motion. To know the full meaning of a work, it is necessary to study the material from which it is made and how it is made. So that's all for today's video. I hope you learned something. This is Raymund Cadiz, Cadiz Class 101. Adjourn.